What's up, guys? Welcome to Batch TV. I'm your host, RJ Bates III. And today I wanted to give a quick update on SMS marketing and where we stand right now in the marketplace. First and foremost, I want to make this perfectly clear that Batch is not getting rid of SMS marketing on their platform. Okay. What is being asked of us as customers is that we currently need to integrate with a third-party platform, whether that be Twilio, Plevo, Telly, SignalWire. They're going to give us many different options. Those are the first four that they've given us. They're asking that we integrate with them and that we acquire our phone numbers from those services so that they can verify our business per the regulatory requirements. Okay. From there, you can port the numbers into BatchLeads and use those pre-built integrations to continue texting through the BatchLeads program. Okay. Now, this does come with some changes in how we're going to be able to utilize SMS marketing moving forward. The days of what I did during the 50 deals in 50 states in 50 days, where it was the spray and pray technique, those days are over. Okay. We're no longer going to be able to pull list of absentee owners that are 10, 15,000 people and then send SMS to all of them. Those days are over. Okay. But because we have the most powerful tool in all of real estate investing, BatchLeads, we can still utilize SMS marketing moving forward in our business. Okay. We're just going to have to be much more hyper targeted with our list, niche those down, appropriately use the tagging system. So we're very hyper targeted and hyper focused on who it is that we're reaching out via text message. Okay. So that's going to be the biggest change that's going to happen, because what is being asked of us now is that we really should only be sending out somewhere in the range of 200 to 300 texts per day. Now, most of you that have watched any of my live videos where I've done SMS marketing know that is a drastic change in the amount of text messages that can be sent every day. Most of my live videos, I was sending somewhere out in the range of 3 to 4 to maybe even 5,000 texts a day. Now we're being asked to only be able to send 200 to 300 a day. But that's okay, because we've been doing this over the past 60 to 90 days at Titanium Investments. And what we've seen is that, one, we're spending less money on SMS marketing. And we're also spending less money on data, because we're hyper-focusing our list using the tagging system. And because of that, our campaigns are much more effective now. Just recently, we ran a campaign in Ohio where we, over the course of a couple of weeks, sent out 2,000 text messages. But we were able to send out 11 contracts during that campaign. And the reason why is because we were hyper-focused on the niche motivating factors in that list. Okay. So when we were sending text messages out, no one received a text message unless they had 3+ tags. And in the tagging system, where we were tagging was whether it was a vacant property, inherited, tax default, pre-foreclosure, liens, expired listings, all of the motivating factors that BatchLeads gives us. Each time we were pulling those properties, we were tagging it appropriately and then picking and choosing which properties we were actually going to send text messages to. So that's been one of our biggest changes that we've seen, and it's made us more efficient and effective through our SMS platform. Okay, that being said, another thing that's going to be very important for us is how to get texting set up in Batch and how to be smart about it. Okay. So one of the biggest concerns has been, hey, I don't have a business email or I don't have an actual LLC set up. So can I still do SMS marketing? Absolutely, you can. Okay. Twilio and SignalWire are not requiring a business email at this time. But I would say my suggestion is if you're serious about this business and you're wanting to get going, you need to set up a business. You need to have a business email, because that allows you to use BatchLeads, the cost of your data, the cost of your SMS that you're sending out as a business write-off for your taxes anyways. So if you're serious about this, you should be setting it up anyways. But if you're not at that point yet, Twilio and SignalWire are two options for you to integrate and set up as a third-party integration, okay? The other thing is that when you're sending out your SMS through these third-party integrations, it's going to be a lot more cost-effective. The cost is going to save you money on a per message basis through Twilio, Plivo, Tele, SignalWire, whichever one you choose. They all have their own different pricing, but it is going to be a lot more cost-effective for you, okay? And again, the goal is 200 to 300 text messages per day and be very hyper-focused on it. A couple of other things that you could do that can help you out with your marketing campaigns is going to be your initial text messages need to start a conversation, but also eventually lead to a phone call, okay? The more conversations that you can have via the telephone, it's going to allow you to be able to send more text messages out because it's going to save those phone numbers and it's going to eliminate the opportunity for that phone number to be marked as spam. So it's very important that all of your conversations now are leading eventually to a conversation on the phone, okay? The other thing is, and if you know anything about my business and really how I believe marketing should be done for a wholesaling business, is that this should be one of the many aspects of your marketing flow. The BatchLeads system has not always only just been about SMS. That's why we have programs like Batch Dialer for cold calling. That's why direct mail is built in to the BatchLeads program as well. So when you're doing your marketing, you need to have that flow and understand how you're going to be utilizing the data. Whether it's being pushed to Batch Dialer and then you're sending the SMS and then you're sending postcards and letters out through direct mail, you need to have a specific marketing flow set up for your business so you are continually reaching out to the motivated sellers on a consistent basis, okay? Now, Batch has done a great job of adding a new tool that you will very soon see. And every time you do anything inside the system, whether it's send a text message, a phone call, send a postcard, whatever it is that you do, it's going to be tracked on the property on the activities tab. And it's going to show you every single action that you've taken in regards to that property. And that's going to allow you to better manage your marketing efforts. Other best practices when it comes to SMS marketing are getting set up appropriately on the back end, okay? You want to make sure that you're avoiding using any spammy words. You're also wanting to make sure that you're using the appropriate templates when you're sending out your initial text messages. Also, make sure you're personalizing your text messages and use the tokens, because using the tokens is more likely to get you responses, okay? Also, you want to verify the owner, okay? So anytime that you send a text message out and you know that you're talking to the decision maker, the owner of that property, on the far right side, there's a green check mark button. You want to click that and verify the owner. That button, what that does is it eliminates you text messaging anyone else, any other phone numbers associated with that address. That's very important. Also, you want to make sure that you have a texting plan in advance, okay? So whenever you create your campaign, make sure that you understand why you're texting these specific people, how many text messages you're going to send out daily, and also eliminate having days where you don't send any text messages out. I know quite a few people that don't do any texting on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because they're taking those days off. But you still need to utilize those days because those are great days to be marketing and reaching out to homeowners. Also, you want to make sure you register with the 10 DLC. Now, this is not required if you're using toll-free 1-800 numbers. That being said, I personally don't recommend using the 1-800 toll-free numbers any longer. I think you should register with the 10 DLC, and it's going to increase your deliverability, as well as you're automatically going to become compliant with what the carriers are wanting through the new regulations, okay? Let's play by their ball. It's their ball game. Let's play by their rules, okay? So register with the 10 DLC. If you register with the standard program, the small starter package, it gives you 5 phone numbers and it doesn't require an EIN or a business email address. So even if you're just getting started, that's the best way to start your SMS campaigns. The next thing is make sure you're managing your phone numbers. You want to make sure that those phone numbers are never getting marked as spam, and also that you're consistently turning them over as campaigns kind of come to an end. It's okay to release a phone number, purchase a new one, just to make sure that your phone numbers are staying compliant and that your deliverability stays high. Just to reiterate some of today's key points is that BatchLeads SMS is still the same. The only thing that's changing is that you need to integrate with a third party like Twilio, Plevo, Telly, any of the third-party integrations that they're going to be offering. You need to choose one or a couple, whichever way you decide. But you need to integrate. You're going to be purchasing your phone numbers through there, and then you're going to be sending your text messages out through BatchLeads. Okay. The next thing is that you need to just now become hyper-focused with your list, utilizing BatchLeads and sending out somewhere in the range of 200 to 300 text messages per day. That's how you're going to be most effective moving forward using SMS as a marketing tool. Hope you found this informative, and good luck moving forward with SMS. And I look forward to showing you guys how I'm using SMS as well as other batch tools moving forward on Batch TV very soon. Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.